Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of the corporate world so you don't have to. Today we are diving into Crexendo Incorporated's latest move, a Form 8K filing, a crucial document that signals important events are happening fast. Now, what is the big news here? Well, Crexendo held its annual stockholder meeting on the 2nd of December 2025, and it seems like the company is focusing on its leadership and how it wants to operate moving forward. Think of this as a shareholder check, in where big decisions get made. First up, a big win for the company. They got shareholder approval to keep several key people on their board of directors: Kevin Jackson, Todd Goage, and Jeffrey G. Korn. Stephen G. Mihalo and David Williams will be serving for another 2 years, while Chris McKee is set to serve for 1 year. This means the stockholders are happy with the current leadership team, at least for now. It shows a vote of confidence in their ability to guide the company. Let's look at the numbers for these director elections. This is where we see how strongly the shareholders backed each candidate. Kevin Jackson received a massive 25,161,058 votes in favor. That is a really solid endorsement, meaning most shareholders trust him to continue making good decisions for the company. Todd Goage also got a strong showing with 24,503,419 votes for him, while there were a few more withheld votes for him compared to Kevin Jackson. It is still a clear majority supporting his position. Jeffrey G. Korn really impressed with 26,404,893 votes for him and a very small number of votes withheld. That tells us shareholders have a lot of faith in his leadership and vision for the company. Stephen G. Mihalo was also well supported with 25,047,779 votes in favor, indicating broad shareholder approval for his continued role. David Williams secured a healthy 25,457,816 votes for him, showing continued shareholder confidence in his contributions to the board. And Chris McKee also received a resounding endorsement with 26,389,356 votes for him, and a very low number of votes withheld. This confirms that the shareholders are comfortable with the direction these individuals are steering the company. Next on the agenda was a say on pay proposal. This is where shareholders get to voice their opinion on how the company's top executives are compensated. It is a non-binding vote, but it is a pretty important signal to the board and management. And the results are in shareholders approved the compensation with a significant 23,845,465 votes. In favor, this indicates that, for the most part, the shareholders believe the executive compensation is fair and aligned with the company's performance. However, there were 2,219,983 votes against it. While this is a minority, it is still a number that suggests some shareholders have reservations about the current pay structure, and 577,812 shareholders abstained. This could mean they are either undecided or prefer not to weigh in on the matter. Following that, the company asked shareholders if they wanted the say on pay vote to happen every 3 years instead of annually. And the majority spoke loud and clear with 19,736,327 votes in favor of holding the say on pay vote. Only every 3 years, this suggests shareholders are willing to give management and the board more breathing room between these compensation reviews. Only 6,695,487 shareholders voted for the annual advisory vote, so it seems the company is moving towards less frequent discussions on executive pay. Finally, the company sought shareholder approval for its choice of independent auditors, Urish Popek and Company. LLC will be responsible for reviewing the company's financial statements for the year ending the 31st of December 2025. And this proposal passed with an overwhelming 26,625,080 votes in favor. Shareholders clearly trust the firm chosen to oversee the company's financial integrity. There were only 414,945 votes against this appointment, which is a very small number, indicating strong confidence in Urish Popek and Company LLC, and a mere 13,100 abstained, showing a very decisive outcome on this matter. So what does all this tell us? Crexendo Inc. is signaling stability and continued trust in its current leadership. The overwhelming approval for the directors and the auditor suggests a company that is on a path. Its shareholders generally agree with the move towards triennial say on pay votes could indicate a desire for more long-term strategic focus without the annual distraction of compensation reviews. Now, looking at this filing from a higher level, Crexendo seems to be consolidating its position and seeking a smoother operational rhythm. The focus on director elections and auditor appointments highlights the importance of good governance and accountability to their invest. The market typically reacts well to signals of stability and clear leadership direction. However, it is worth noting the votes against the executive compensation, even if a minority, and the potential for shareholders to eventually scrutinize pay more closely in 3 years. This is something to keep an eye on as the company's performance evolves. Are the executives being rewarded Appropriately for their efforts and the company's results, in conclusion, Crexendo Inc. appears to be in a stable phase with shareholder confidence in its leadership team and operational integrity this 8. K filing is a clear indication that the company is focused on these core elements, ensuring a sense of continuity and trust for its stakeholders. The key takeaway is that shareholders are largely satisfied with the current direction and the people leading the company. Alright, that is our breakdown of Crexendo Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these results and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.